Canada, which denied U visa, recognizes IPOB. Biafran group slams defense chief Chris Musa for intimidating members using social media. Okay. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has issued a scathing statement condemning Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, accusing him and the Nigerian Army of attempting to intimidate Biafrans and suppress their rights to free speech and self-determination. In a statement signed by IPOB's Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful, and released on April 25, 2025, the group declared that even Canada, which denied Musa visa recently, recognized the IPOB family. Why are you rubbing it on his face that they denied him visa? They were supposed to go for a program, but they denied them visa. Why are you now rubbing it on his face? You want him to get angry, Abi? IPOB says the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the resolute leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, unequivocally condemns the brazen and provocative statement by Christopher Musa, Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, who has once again resorted to threatening and intimidating Biafrans for exercising their inalienable rights to free speech and self-determination through social media. Musa's reckless call for Southeasterners to cease propagating IPOB's activities is not only an affront to our fundamental freedom, but a desperate attempt to silence the awakening of Biafran consciousness. We will not be cowed, and we will not be silenced. Okay? The statement went further to criticize the Nigerian Army human rights record, Musa's Nigerian Army, an institution soaked in blood of innocent Igbo youths, has no moral standing to lecture Biafra on what is good for us. This is the same army that has orchestrated relentless massacres of our people since 1966. Now, no, they forget though. From the pogroms that claimed over 5 million Igbo lives to the ongoing genocidal campaigns in Biafra land. IPOB referenced several incidents including the 2016 Nkpo and Aba killings and the invasion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's residence during Operation Python Dance, stating, "We asked Musa, what was the crime of the Biafran youth slaughtered at Nkpo in 2016? A massacre acknowledged by Amnesty International and UN Special Rapporteurs as constituting crimes against humanity. What was the offense of the Igbo youth mowed down at National High School Aba, or those killed during the Trump Solidarity Rally in Port Harcourt?" They did Trump Solidarity Rally. What justified the murderous invasion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's residence during Operation Python Dance, where 28 innocent Biafrans, including Kanu's parents, were killed in cold blood by your forces, orchestrated by your Fulani overlords? Can you imagine? That fact that they killed Kanu's parents when they went to raid his family house, that he had to run away and all of that. He can never forget that. That is why he would still continue to fight for this Biafra thing. And that is why he would remain in that custody until they do the needful, really, until our judiciary, they do what is right. Since they changed his, what's it called, his judge to another person, I don't think he has gone to court, probably just once. I don't know why they are delaying that man in prison. This court case is too prolonged. Because if he had gone to court in recent times, we would have heard it in the news. Since the time that they changed in Nnamdi Kanu's judge, he has not gone to prison. He has not gone to court, like to start his case all over again, because he's going to start all over again because they changed the judge. I don't know what that man has done to them. People are the ones that has done something to him, and he has every right to be angry. He has every right to say, "I don't want to be in Nigeria again. We want to have our own nation." And people keep sidelining these people. You keep marginalizing them. So let them go. Abi, let them go. The statement also criticized traditional rulers in the Southeast who hosted General Musa. Musa, your audacity to spew gibberish on Biafran soil is enabled only by the cowardice of lily-livered traditional rulers who grant you audience to desecrate our land with your presence. See, that is why this Biafra thing is so difficult to be achieved, because some of the people, the elders, the traditional rulers, the governors in this same Southeast, they don't want it to happen. They don't want it to happen. If all of them are together and united, probably they would have achieved it. But most of the traditional rulers as well are part of the people that are stalling this thing and they don't want it to happen. Such traditional rulers are unfit to lead and must face the consequences of their betrayal. We hold them in contempt for entertaining an agent of oppression whose hands drip with the blood of our people. IPOB, which further defended the social media activism, added, "Let us remind Musa of the undeniable truth. It was IPOB social media activism that halted the Fulani rural settlement scheme in your own Kaduna village, preserving your people's rights to their ancestral lands. It was IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu's leadership that stopped the waterway bills designed to enslave indigenous populations to Fulani hegemony, instead of gratitude for IPOB's tireless effort to protect indigenous people across Nigeria from Janjaweed domination. You parade your ignorance, vilifying the very movement that safeguarded your community from perpetual bondage. Shame on you, Musa, for your blindness and ingratitude." The group dismissed the label of being an unlawful organization. Your reference to IPOB as unlawful is laughable. No nation in the world except your Fulani-controlled Nigeria has proscribed IPOB. Even Canada, which rejected your visa application, hosts one of the largest and most vibrant IPOB families globally. Your Fulani masters proscribed IPOB not because you are a threat to peace, but because we stand as an unyielding bulwark against their agenda to subjugate Biafrans and other indigenous people. You are too myopic to see that IPOB's activism protects even the likes of you from the very forces that you serve. IPOB calls for increased activism among its members. He said, "We call on all Biafrans to intensify our social media campaign to enlighten our people that Biafran freedom is not just a dream, but the ultimate goal of every Southerners. Let Musa and his ilk know that IPOB remains undeterred, unbroken and uncompromising in our pursuit of self-determination. The Nigeria's Army history of atrocities from the 1966 pogroms to Operations Python Dance only strengthens our resolve to break free from this oppressive entity." Yes, so if people can break free from them, you better find every way to do it. As me, I'm in support of it, because people keep treating these people like they do not exist, like they are not part of us, and then you still want to hold them to ransom, hold them hostage. They want to have their freedom, give it to them now. Not by force. Not by force to be a Nigerian. Finally, IPOB issued a warning to traditional rulers and the Nigerian army. To the traditional rulers who entertain agents of genocide like Musa, we say, your time is up. The Biafran people will hold you accountable for betraying our collective struggle. To Musa and the Nigerian army, we declare, your intimidation will not bend us. Your massacres will not break us. Biafra will rise and no force on earth can stop it. Alright, my listeners, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.